If you are like me and you love speed, and you're poor and you can't afford the expensive sports cars like the M3 or the RS5, what should you do? Is it a good idea to buy something modified, or should you steer clear from all cars that have been tampered with? Cheap power cars like the 350Z, N54 BMWs and the Mazda 3 MPSs are our way into the fast car scene. But you know, and I know, you can never get enough, and upgrades are bound to happen. So that leads me to the point. Is it a good idea to buy a car that's already been modified, or should you try and buy a clean slate? First, let's look at the two main cons of buying a pre-modified car. Con number 1. You don't know the quality of the work that has been done to the vehicle. You can buy a car that has the cheapest parts possible and that can fail on you in like a week's time. Or you might even work on your own car and then like 6 months down the line you've gone past all sorts of shortcuts the previous owner took when he modified the car. Con number 2, you know she was driven hard. Nobody's going to spend money on upgrades to drive a car slow. You increase the power with the idea of making the car faster, and unfortunately parts don't last when cars are driven on their limits. And the bonus con is insurance and running costs. When you buy a car with mods, your insurance will be more expensive, and the car will be heavier on fuel, and there will always be something that just doesn't work. Mods don't always work OEM, trust me on that one. But, and there's a big but again, there are many positives too. For instance, saving money. When I bought my 335i, I knew I wanted to install a JB4 down the road. And if I could find a 335i with one already in, I would have jumped on that car because it's an expensive piece of equipment. So if you know what you are looking for, it can be a positive. Pro number 2. The car could have been somebody's baby, which means the previous owner took care of everything and probably treated the car even better than you would. Only the best of the best was good enough for the car, and you are lucky enough to buy the car he loved from him. So when you take the pros and cons into consideration, I think it depends. So hear me out. If you are very good mechanically and you know your way around cars, it is a good idea as long as you can go through the car and try to make sure all is fine. If you know what to look for, it makes it a million times better. But if you know nothing, obvious red flags can be missed. So it always helps to know something about the cars. In other words, if you are very new to the car scene and you don't feel confident in your skills, buy a stock car and use that car to improve your knowledge and know-how. Plus, if you build a car from scratch, there is a sense of achievement when the build is done. It's one of one, something you dreamt up and built over many years. Remember, everybody's got different taste. You might build something that's stupidly fast but doesn't look too fast, or somebody else might build something that is a work of art to look at but it's not necessarily fast. Everybody's got certain things they want in a vehicle, so building your own thing is just going to be a way of expressing your personality to the world. Well, I hope this video gave you guys a bit of insight, or even just helped a bit with maybe you've got a decision to make on a modified car or stock car. Hopefully I helped a little bit. Please leave a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll be making many more videos. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Check you guys in the next one. Cheers,
What does perfect even mean? Is there even